Welcome to Chakra Yoga. I'm grateful you are here. Today's practice, we're going to move through a gentle flow, connecting the body, the mind, and the spirit to give ourselves a peaceful mind, a healthy and flexible body, and tap into our spirit to open our intuition. So if you have not already come into your comfortable seated position, relax down into the sit bones, allowing your body and breath to connect. Noticing that the spine is straight. Concentrating on the breath. Just start to become grounded in this moment, embarking on this flow to peace and serenity. Take a very deep inhale. And when you exhale, exhale out of the mouth if you choose, or the nose, making a sound to release any tension and stress. Do that 2 more times at your own pace with a deep inhale. Exhaling, releasing through the mouth or the nose, sighing out any tension and stress. One more time with a deep inhale. And when you exhale, really let go. Bringing the hands together in prayer pose in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into the heart center, bowing your head to your heart, giving honor for listening to your heart to bring you to the practice today. Now set an intention. It could be big, it could be small. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's for a loved one. But set an intention, just like if you were able to ask for a special wish to be granted. Set that intention now. On the next inhale, with the hands in prayer pose, take that intention high up to the sky. And then release it by taking your hands and just brushing the air, the aura around you, allowing the fingertips to come down to the ground. And when you're ready, meet me in standing position at the back of your mat. Standing here, the feet are hip width apart and they're extending down into the ground, rooting from the feet up the legs, through the hips, the spine, the neck, and the head. Feeling tall, feeling grounded, maybe a micro bend in the knees, but truly feeling that connection between the earth, your body, the heavens, the sky. On the next inhale, inhale the hands down, around, and up with the palms to touch above the head. If that's in your practice, the hands can also be high, extended to the sky, shoulder width apart. Gently folding forward, if you choose, in prayer pose, hands coming down the middle, or swan diving down, whatever is in your body practice today, allowing yourself to hang over, allowing the shoulders and neck and the head to relax. Pausing here a moment. Long, deep breathing. Inhale to a flat back with the hands either on the shins or fingertips touching the ground. Exhale, fold forward. And walk your hands out in front of you into a downward dog. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, maybe you want to sigh it out. Maybe it works for you to wag the tail by swaying the hips from side to side. Maybe you just want to stay still, or perhaps coming up on the tippy toes, or pedaling it out by lifting one heel, pressing the opposite heel down, and then alternating. Staying here for a moment, allowing the head to be over the heart, to energize the mind, and allowing the blood to go to the mind to start our flow of creativity. This is our set and reset posture. On the next inhale, if you're still in downward dog, bring your knees to the ground, and we're going to come through tabletop. Pausing here for a moment, just checking to make sure the spine is straight. And then when you're ready, step the right foot in between the hands. This is our lunge pose. Checking to see that the spine is straight. Pausing here. Connecting to the body. Connecting to the breath. That naturally connects you to your spirit. If being on your fingertips is a little too strong for the stretch today, you can put your hands on top of your right knee. Pausing here. Truly breathing into the body, allowing yourself to connect the breath to the body. At the same time, focusing on your intention. Are you already feeling relaxed? Or is there more chatter coming from the mind, distracting you? Inhale the hands high up to the heavens. You can keep your knee on the ground. Or you can lift your leg up into high lunge. Of course, I'm not going to leave you with a busy mind if it's chattering and distracting you. Focus on a mantra. Pick something that is gentle and sweet, loving, and kind. Perhaps it goes something like this. Happy, healthy, and holy. I am happy, healthy, and holy. Or it could just be peace, love, joy. Pick a word, a couple words that are loving and kind to stay focused on, or just stay focused on your intention. If you're in high lunge, bring the left knee down. Allow the arms to release and come down any way it feels good for your body. Bringing the hands on top of the right knee. Pausing here a moment. And with a smile on your face, take both hands on either side of the right foot. Step the right foot back into tabletop. Pausing here a moment, allowing the spine to be straight. Noticing how the right side might feel a little different than the left. And do you feel like maybe wagging the tail or moving the body through circles to keep the body flexible and moving? Whatever works for you, this is your practice. I am just here as a vessel to guide you. When you're ready, step your left foot in between your hands. And if it's in your practice today to come up on the fingertips with a flat back in lunge, if the hands on the knee is where you want to be, honoring your body, moving with your breath, moving with your intention, moving with your focus, your mantra, your affirmation. You can stay in lunge here with the right knee on the ground, or you can come up to high lunge. But together, we'll all lift our arms high up to the heavens. And again, your choice. You can leave the right knee down or lift the right knee up, coming into high lunge. Focusing on your breath with a smile on your face, focusing on your intention, your mantra. On the next inhale, if you're in high lunge, bring the knee down to the ground, the right knee, and then release the hands any way it feels good for you. And once you release your hands and your arms, gently rest them on your left knee. And with a big smile on your face, take your both hands on either side of the left foot. You may step back into downward dog or tabletop. Your choice, your practice. Wherever you are, give yourself a moment for long, deep inhales and long, deep exhales. Now, follow my instructions. Take your hands and walk them back to meet your feet. Hanging over in ragdoll, you may either allow the hands and the arms to hang loose or hold the elbows and really allow yourself to release and let go. On the next inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, release down, and bring the hands down around, high up to the sky, the heavens. Hands can be shoulder width apart or touching, your practice, your choice. And then release the arms in any way it feels comfortable for you. Coming back to our mountain pose, pausing here, feeling that deep connection, the rooting of our feet, our legs, our whole entire body rooted down into the earth, the ground. Feeling safe and stable. Maybe closing your eyes. On the next inhale, inhale the hands down, around, and up. Exhale, dive forward whatever way you wish, prayer pose or swan, whatever works for you. Folding over. On the next inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, release down. Walk your hands out in front of you. You may come into downward dog or tabletop. Pausing here a moment.
If you're in downward dog, release the knees to the ground and gently sit back on your heels, coming into child's pose, allowing the forehead to come down to the ground, extending the arms out or resting the forearms on the ground. Feeling the connection of your forehead, which is your third eye, to the ground, the earth. This gentle pressing of the forehead into the ground opens our intuition, bringing us peace, serenity, divine direction. When you're ready, on the next inhale, push up into tabletop, pausing here a moment, checking to make sure the arms are directly below the shoulders, the knees are directly below the hips. And when you're ready, step the right foot in between both hands. Pausing here a moment, we're in that lunge pose again. Long, deep breathing. When you're ready, we're going into a twist. We're going to take the left hand down on the ground, and we're going to raise the right arm high up to the heavens, turning towards the right arm, looking either straight ahead to keep the neck safe, or if you're able to, looking up to the right hand. Long, deep breathing. We're twisting out anything that's negative in our lives that it does not serve us. On the next inhale, release the right hand down to the ground, coming back into that lunge, grounding ourselves, repositioning here, noticing the connection between the mind, the body, the breath. And with a smile on your face, release the right leg, come back into tabletop, honoring your body for whatever feels good here. Maybe wag the tail, maybe circles. Breathing into the body. Noticing how the body is more open, the mind is more calm, and the breath is long and deep like the ocean. Coming to center in tabletop, taking the left foot and step it between the hands. Coming into that low lunge, pausing here, checking to make sure the spine is straight. And if that means coming up on the knee with the hands, it's not about the perfection of the pose. It's about the body being respected by your breath, movement, and intentions. Continue long, deep breathing. On the next inhale, plant the right hand into the ground and rotate the spine, twisting, raising the left arm high up to the heavens, twisting out all negative chatter, twisting out all negative stress, releasing it now. Long, deep breathing. On the next inhale, release the left hand. Both hands are on either side of the left foot. Coming through that lunge again, noticing that the spine is straight, whether that be fingertips on the ground or hands on the knees. And with a big smile on your face, honoring yourself for taking time for your practice today. And then on the next inhale, bringing the leg through tabletop. And this is your choice. You may stay in tabletop and either wag out the body by wagging the tail, swaying the hips or circles, or if you wish, come into downward dog. Long, deep breathing. Sigh it out of your mouth if you need to. On your next inhale, walk your feet to your hands to the front of the mat. Come to a flat back. Exhale, release forward. On the next inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. With your arms just relaxed down at your sides. Moving into mountain pose. Moving into that strong foundation of the connection between the body and the earth, rooting down through the feet. Pausing here a moment. Using your intention or your mantra if the mind tries to distract you. Pressing down through the left leg, lifting the left knee and foot to the inside of the left thigh, coming into tree pose. And bringing the hands into prayer pose in front of the heart. If it's in your practice today to release the arms and to allow yourself to move and sway just like a tree would in the breeze. If you wish to lift your arms high up to the sky, or maybe you just want to keep your hands in prayer pose in front of the heart. Noticing the connection between your body and the earth, feeling supported and strong and well rooted. Releasing the arms first, and then release the right leg and foot down to the ground. Just shake out the legs. Take the right leg, root it down into the earth, bending the left knee and taking the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Bringing the hands into prayer pose in front of the heart. Staying there if that's where your body wants to go today.
or releasing the hands like branches and swaying and moving, or lifting the arms high up to the heavens, wherever you are in your practice today. By connecting long, deep breathing to where your body wants to be, that's opening the body, that's relaxing the mind, that's releasing the stress, and that is helping you feel grounded and supported. Release the hands, release the left leg, shake out the legs. And as you're feeling rooted back into that mountain pose, with the feet rooted down to the ground, feeling stable and strong on both sides, inhale the hands down, around, and up, maybe a little back bend, and then exhale, folding forward. Releasing the neck, the chin, and the chest to the ground. Coming up to a flat back. Releasing down. And walking the legs back into downward dog. Long, deep breathing. Bring the knees to the ground, coming through tabletop, pushing back through child's pose, pausing here as long as you wish, connecting the third eye to the ground, to the earth, opening the intuition. Staying here as long as you wish, or walking the hands back up to a straight spine and bringing the legs out in front of you, extending them straight out. The legs can be zipped up close together, or they can be hip width apart. Checking that the spine is straight, sit bones are rooted down to the ground. Inhaling the hands high up to the heavens. And on the exhale, folding forward from the hips, not the chest, not leading with the head or the chest, but the hips. And when you come to the point of resistance, allowing the hands to drop wherever they may. Maybe it's the shins, the ankles. If you're able to reach your big toes, wrap your pointer finger and middle finger around the big toe, pressing your thumb into the big toenail, activating the pituitary gland. And when you come to the point of resistance, staying here for a couple long, deep inhales and exhales. And then allow the body to release over. Allowing the heart to melt down to the legs. Allowing the neck and the shoulders to relax. Feeling the connection all the way from the toes, up the legs, the hamstrings, to the hips, the back, the neck, and the head, and just relax. Long, deep breathing. On the next inhale, gently work your way up to a straight spine, moving gently, releasing slowly. coming to that straight spine. And then shaking out the legs. Bring yourself into a seated position. And we're going to extend our arms straight out in T position. Take the right arm underneath, a seated eagle pose, extending the elbows at shoulder height. And if the palms can touch, that's great. Keeping your gaze on something that is stationary beyond the arms or the hands, and just long, deep breathing. Releasing the hands, stretching the arms out at shoulder height, just shaking out the arms, or relaxing them down for a moment. Maybe changing the cross of your legs in the easy seat. Bringing the arms up at shoulder height again. This time bringing the left elbow underneath the right, raising the elbows at shoulder height. Feeling the stretch in the back and the shoulders. Maybe you want to close your eyes, focusing on your intention, focusing on your breath. And if the mind is busy, focusing on your mantra. Releasing the arms, shaking them out, releasing the legs and the feet, and whatever's comfortable for you, maybe shake them out, maybe a little windshield wiper, whatever your body is calling you to do to honor it. From here, we're going to roll down onto our backs. The knees are bent, and gently rolling down slowly, allowing yourself to connect each vertebrae to the ground. And with bent knees, take the right foot and rest it over the bent knee of the left, coming into eye of the needle. We're doing a recline pigeon pose. With this, you may either stay here and gently push on your right knee, or if you wish, lift your left foot and maybe take hold behind the left thigh or the left shin. Wherever your practice is today, opening the hip, breathing long and deep into the body. When you're ready, release, gently coming out of it, allowing, if the left foot was raised, bringing that to the ground, and gently releasing the right foot off of the left knee. Maybe you want to take the knees into the chest and just massage out the lower sacrum. preparing for the other side. Knees are bent, taking the left foot on the outside. The ankle is on top of the right knee so that the knee and the foot, both knees are safe. Stay here if you wish, just by gently pressing on the left knee with your left hand. If you want to go a little further, take your hands behind your right thigh. And if you want to go further than that, take your hands around your right shin, lifting the feet and the legs up into the air, hugging in, and long, deep breathing. When you're ready, release. And maybe you would like to windshield wiper the legs, or maybe you want to draw the knees into the chest, whatever it is that works for you. Giving yourself a moment to hug the knees in so that we can do one more pose before we go into Shavasana. If it's in your practice to take both knees stacked on top of each other over to the left with the right arm extended out, if that's not in your practice, what you can do is extend your left leg straight and take your right knee over, twisting. Wherever your body is today, honoring it, twisting out for the last time anything that stands in the way of us living our life, our heart desires, the dream that we can see in our mind's eye, and the calling we feel in our heart, trusting it and believing the intention you set is yours already. Bring both knees up to center, hugging them in one more time as we get ready to release down to the right side. And again, knees can be stacked up on top of each other if that's in your practice. If it's not, extend the right leg straight out, and with the left knee bent, pulling the left knee over, honoring your body. And if the twist was not in your practice today and you already went into Shavasana, good for you. When we tap into the breath and we tap into the movement, then we can hear what our body truly needs. And when we honor our body, we're opening ourselves to receive all the blessings our heart desires. Take the knees up to center. Hug them in one last time. Maybe you want to touch your nose to your knees. Maybe you just want to massage out the lower back. Whatever it is that is in your practice for today. Releasing yourself down into Shavasana when you're ready. Allowing the feet to be as wide as the mat. Allowing the legs to roll open. Allowing the hips to really melt and release down to the ground. Noticing that the shoulders are tucked under and the arms are extended out at the sides with the palms facing up to receive the sweet intention you set at the beginning of practice today. Allowing the head and the neck to relax.
everything from head to toe to release, relax, and let go. Go into silence with your mantra, your intention, and I'll bring you back in a moment. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe rotating the wrists or the ankles. Moving the body in whatever way it works for you to prepare and come into a seated position. Maybe you're rolling to your left to push up. Maybe you're rolling to your right. Maybe you're going to roll up and down on the spine. Honoring your body to bring the body to a seated position. So together we can revisit that intention that was set at the beginning of practice by bringing the hands together in prayer pose. Bowing your head to your heart center. Honoring yourself again for taking time for your practice today. And taking that intention and with the hands in prayer pose, lifting that intention high up to the heavens. And then releasing it out one last time. And with the hands in prayer pose again at the heart center, honoring the light we see in each and every one of those near us, far from us, all beings. Trusting that our practice will create peace and light and joy for all. And with that, we close our practice with Namaste.